Hey family, this is Food by Faith and welcome to my backyard. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 different topics. One, we're going to do an unboxing from Ison's. I'm going to talk to you about some items that I got today from the Dollar Tree, as well as a collaboration that I watched a video on Kiki Soto Urban Girl Gardening, where they were talking about the 5 things that you will grow again, and then the 5 things that you will definitely decide to keep out of your garden. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with that. We all know that we have some amazing things that grow in our garden, and you guys know for me it's tomatoes and brassicas and brassicas, it's my cucumbers, it's peppers, and my number 5 is always my herbs. I will always grow those 5 things. You know, of course, I have an addition to those 5 things over there, but those are staples that I will always grow in my garden, and then many, many more. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a few things I'm not even gonna waste my garden space on. And I mean, listen, this may not be by popular votes, but I will say that I will not waste my garden space on radish. Like, I put like 3 different types of radish in my garden last season, and they were supposed to germinate quickly, grow quickly. None of that happened. It was just okay, and I felt like it was just a waste of space. The second one for me, sugar snap peas is the second, and regular shelling peas the third. You have to grow a ton of sugar snap peas and a ton of shelling peas to get anything. I mean, when it comes to sugar snap peas, I guess if you are doing stir fry, that's okay. And if you're feeding one person. But as far as regular peas, you gotta grow a ton of peas to be able to actually get some. I remember the first time I harvested my peas, like I might have got a handful. And the only good thing about it was I was making pot pie that night. So, of course, I could throw that handful of peas in pot pie. But, you know, I'm not wasting my garden space on that. And let me see, my third one, I would say, my fourth one, because we already did 3. There are not too many other things that I'll say that I won't grow. So I don't think I have 5 that I won't grow again. Of course, a variety of onion. So I like sweet onions. This year I grew yellow, white, and red onions. So I don't think I will waste my garden space on red onions again. I don't mind the white, I don't mind the yellow, but the red are just entirely too strong, so I won't waste the garden space on those again. But outside of that, everything else that I grew, I'm glad that I grew. And you guys saw from my last video with my onion harvest that the onions came out amazing. They bulbed up, everything was beautiful. And even before that, the ones that went to seed early, I was able to make onion jam out of those, use that for pulled pork, and then I'm going to use it again for to mix in. Sorry, I'm outside, guys. So that's my dogs, the dogs next door. But I'll use that onion jam to mix in with some sauce for meatballs for my daughter's graduation. So there's so many things that you can do with those, but those are the 4 things that I will not grow again: sugar snap peas, regular shelling peas, red onions, and radish. Everything else I'm good with. So let's get into this Dollar Tree haul. So today I went to the Dollar Tree and I got some of these, which are your plant hangers. So I got about 5 of those, and what I'm going to do with those is put them on the side of my garden beds, and I'm actually going to grow some beans in them, and I'm just going to let the beans come down the side. I got a few hanging baskets, and again, I'm going to just grow some beans in here and let the beans just come down the side instead of worrying about trellising them. And look what I got, Broke Farmer. I'm watching Broke and Farmer Q and Turf Therapy on YouTube right now. They are live, so I'm watching them as well as doing this video. But look, finally, my Dollar Tree got the jumbo garden bag. So I did pick up a couple because what I'm going to do is put some carrots in here. So, because I like to have extra carrots in my garden, so that is what I'm going to put in there. I got some garden twine. The last time I went, I got garden clips, and the garden clips actually work very well. I should have got a couple of packages of those, but the Dollar Tree I went in today didn't have any. But the seeds that I picked up today, I was watching Stacy, Hands in the Dirt, and he was growing this bean here. And it's called the Cherokee Wax Yellow Bean. And I asked him how it tastes. And he said it tasted just like regular green beans. And you guys know that right now I'm growing the French fillet green bean. I love French fillet green beans. They are so tender. My sister always cracks jokes about whenever we were growing up and you would get green beans out of the garden, they would taste hairy. I don't, that's just how it came across to us. We just did not like the flavor of it, and I think it was because they had been in the garden too long when we received them, and so they were kind of fibrous more than hairy. So I'm gonna put these Cherokee Wax Yellow Bush beans. They're actually gonna grow. I'm gonna put them either in a pot or in one of these hanging baskets, and of course it takes 14 to 21 days to germinate. The sowing depth is 1 inch. And I don't worry about the seed spacing because of course it's grown in a pot. And then the days to harvest is 54 days. So I got 2 packages of those. I got 2 different types of zinnias. So I got the semi-dwarf. You guys know that a lot of us are growing more flowers in our gardens this year. And then I got the Giants of California. And they're both annuals. They take 5 to 10 days to germinate. And the growth height is 3 feet. I got, just because I was in there, I got some early acre cabbage. But I won't put that in the ground until the fall. I got some bachelor button. I just absolutely love the color blue, so I had to pick those up. I got some more container variety tomatoes, the Roma. And these take 7 to 10 days to germinate. The seed spacing is 1 inch. They harvest in 85 to 90 days. And then I got a Grand Bell mix of peppers. And these guys take 65 to 85 days to harvest. And they take 10 to 12 days to germinate. So I'll see what space that I have over there in the garden, and maybe I can put these out. But some of the other ones I know for a fact that I'm going to put out.
It's 100 degrees. Humidity is super high where I live at. You cover the roof.
You hear those guys talking. I love watching the MIG because, you know, those men in the garden, like, they are amazing. And like they say, you know, in the world we say iron sharpens iron. In the garden community, those 3, it's actually 4 or 5 of them, but they love to say titanium sharpens titanium. And they really do look to each other and get good garden inspiration. So guys, let's see what we got from Ison's nursery. So I went and checked my email the other day. You guys can see that this box is as tall as I am. I don't think that's really hard to be because I'm only 5'1", maybe 5'2" today. But I went on Ison's website the other day because I had gotten an email stating that Isons had a few combo trees, and me and GT Jr. have been wanting a combo tree from Isons for the longest, but every time you go on the site, the combo trees are sold out. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, combo trees are trees that do not need a second tree for pollination. So when you get an apple tree, you need a second apple tree. You get a peach tree, you need a second peach tree. You get a pear tree, you need a second one, you know, like that. But when you get a combo tree, it's a combination of 1, 2, maybe 4 trees that have been grafted together. And when that happens, especially successfully, then you don't need another, okay, the wind is starting to pick up, then you don't need another tree to pollinate, because of course they've been grafted onto each other. Ooh. Now this is a tall one. Look at that. And of course you guys know that, y'all, I'm knocking everything down. Of course you guys know that Isons, they always send you instructions. They always send you instructions. And they also, what I like about them is they will not mail you anything until it's actually the season for planting that item. So I do love that about them. So the tree is packaged very well. Because I'm in Georgia, Zone 8A, it did not take long to get to me because, of course, Isons is in Georgia. And this is a combo pear tree. So, me and GT wanted a combo Asian pear tree. But, guys, as fast as they get on that website, they're gone. And my internet cousin GT, the reason why he can't get one is because a lot of places won't ship to where he is. And we all know that GT grows in Alaska. But as you guys can see, it does have some greenery on it. I am super excited because pears grow very well here in Georgia. And you guys know that my other fruit trees I had to take down in South Carolina. I still have 3 that need to make the trip. I'm going to try to get them there next week. But I had to take them to South Carolina because they weren't doing very well here in Georgia. But pears do great here in Georgia, and I know that for a fact. So my landscaper, he came out yesterday to deal with that snake I had in my yard, and then he came out too, and me and him came up with a plan on the best place to plant the tree so that it would have space to grow, so that it wouldn't block anything in the yard. It wouldn't go over the fence and be in someone else's property, nor will it be in my husband's way, because y'all know my husband like his side with the grass while I like my side with the grocery. But I'm just super excited about that, guys. I am thankful to be here with you all today. This has been a beautiful week. We are rounding it up, heading on to Friday tomorrow. But thank you for watching. Remember to continue to get up, get out, and grow something. And if you have a chance to join the challenge with Urban Girl Gardening Kiki Soto and discuss the 5 things you will grow again and the 5 things that you will never grow again, come on, join in and be a part of not the challenge but the collaboration. All right, see you the next time.